Hi guys, we have a box. And yes, I'm going to continue using this setup for now until we're either done with the advent calendars or I actually take the time to set up my other thing. So, but for now, this is what it is. And for now, we have a Once Upon a Book Club box. This is the Christmas box, if we can't tell. So, and if you're still unsure, there you go. So let's crack into this thing. Now, in a few days, the Up All Night one should be here. So, probably mid next week. Alright. So let's go through this. We have our papers. Right. Stick that down there. Alright, so what do we got? We got our bookmark. One day, if you wish hard enough, it will come true. Sounds very Disney-esque, right? And then we have our sticker, which I will mark as soon as I go back upstairs. We have our author plate. And then we have our matching postcard or piece of art, if you want to call it that. And then, let me dim this down for you guys. There you go. Sort of works. And you guys can just pause the video to read it. So, okay, I'm going to turn that back on. So stick those there. And then we have our papers. A Winter Wish by Emily Stone. So, we have our conversation, discussion questions, and it looks like we have 5 gifts this time. Bonus for us. Oh, and apparently a recipe. Tart au citron. Okay, so a citron or a citrus tart type thing. Cool. I will be adding this probably into my... I did actually create a 3-ring binder type thing for every time we get a recipe. Something like that. Because I didn't want to fill up all the pages in my Once Upon a Book Club recipe book that we got a couple of years ago with just Once Upon a Book Club recipes. So, sorry, I'm retucking my shirt in. Okay. So, alright, so we have our book. Simple little paperback. Let's see, in our story, when Lexi learns of her father's death, she doesn't know how to feel. They've barely spoken in the past 10 years. She's even more confused when she discovers that he's left her half of his holiday travel company, a successful niche business specializing in trips that explore the holiday traditions of cultures all over the world. Meanwhile, the other half of the company has been left to her father's handsome but bad-tempered young deputy, Theo. And the will stipulates that the two of them must find a way to run the company together for a year before they decide its fate. Lexi intends to leave once the year is over, even though as a wanderer herself, she finds the company's mission more compelling than she first thought. And a work trip is to sizzling Spain reveals a chemistry between Lexi and Theo that is impossible to deny. They may have made some snap judgments about each other, but mixing business and pleasure isn't always a good idea. This, I'm still going to read it. It sounds very Hallmarkish, I will say. I'm just going to do myself a favor and stick the bookmark in there. If I can. Keeps trying to flip to page 6 because there's something in the book. I didn't look to see what it is, so I'm not going to. But speaking of page 6, feels like there's probably something foam wrapped inside. Maybe it's about the right size for a glass or a desk item. Page 8. Maybe a piece of jewelry, like a small necklace or something. What's this one? Oh, this one's super light. $2.31. Maybe like a bag of some sort or a pouch. $3.38. Very crinkly, which means plastic bag. Feels very cloth-like. Maybe a pair of gloves. Can't quite tell. And page 49. This feels heavy-ish. Like a notepad of sorts. You know, where you just rip off the pages every day for like to-do lists, that kind of stuff. Okay. Well, I can't start on this book quite yet because I have some other books I have to get started and finished first. Because I'm still trying. I'm still really, really trying to finish my reading challenge. I'm close and not close at all, if that makes any sense. But we'll see if I'm able to get it done by New Year's. Crossing my fingers for that. So, okay. So in the meanwhile, though, I'm going to stick these items back inside. I took the back. I'm going to stick those items back inside. This and the sticker will go upstairs with me. I'm going to put the book right back in here. So, maybe if I'm lucky, I'll be able to get to it next week. Because it's the Christmas book. So I do want to be able to read it before Christmas. So what else do we have? Well, we know the New Year's Eve box, the Up All Night box, is on its way. We know the December book should be here shortly, or should be preparing to ship shortly. I think that's really it. I think it's just the two more book boxes, and then we're good. Yeah. I know, such a disappointment. But, speaking of book club, I get to read the first story of this tomorrow morning, and I'm looking forward to it. It'll keep me entertained while I wait at the dealership for the car to get fixed. So, yeah. Anyway, I can't wait till we can get into the other two advents. I can't wait to open this, but first I got to finish off some other stories. And, yeah, I'll just see you guys tomorrow. Bye.